Welcome back. We're back on the bike after a few days of illness, man flu. So I've got to try and clear some phlegm off my chest. So it might be a very coffee stream. Coffee? Oh, should have made a coffee. So I've entered this easy peasy lemon squeezy ride just to break us in gently. Return to the group. Uh-oh, I'm going to get fried already. Ho, ho, ho. Happy Christmas, Pam. What did Father Christmas bring you? Hot fence at 30 seconds ahead. Oh, you don't want to get buzzed off this ride already. Trying to read the chat as well. Can't really see it on the screen. Uh-oh, return to the group. Just gone through the barrier again. Now, I'm not sure. I'll just have to see how the chest and everything's feeling. We've been off the bike for four or 5 days. We did let the man flu overtake us after trying to avoid it for so long. Come on, barrier. Flyers come back. Not going to have a chance in a second. You have to stop. Come on, barrier. Oh, how tense was that? Ho, 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 Ali. So are people getting fried on this ride or not? Who knows? Who knows? There's a lot of people in front of that barrier, though. $100 people, I guess, out in front of the barrier. I don't know. I don't really use the barrier that much in rides, so it's pretty new to me. So yeah, we had a few days off. Was it Christmas Eve? I did my last live stream, and then I've just been rough ever since. So I've been sipped up, Beecham's, Benelin up. We're out of the group again. I know it said easy peasy, but what is the pace is 1.5. Maybe it's too easy. Maybe it's too easy. So the idea today was to do the 3 o'clock Grand Fondo, but do the Bambino Fondo, which was the nice short one, which is 50k. So I was going to do that, but tonight is the superior level Christmas dinner, which was postponed because everyone was ill last time. So there we go. I'm buzzed. Return to the group. I'm out of it. I've been kicked off. Stephen, how fast are you two? 0 hours. 0 hours for Ali. I mean, she just had a nice little snack. This is the first day I'm fasting back. I don't know how good I sound, but I feel about $1 million compared to how I felt the last few days. So this is the first day fasting. So after dinner last night, I'm still fasted now. The only trouble is, sorry, off on a tangent. What I was going to do is the Bambino Fondo at 3 p.m. But we're getting picked up at about 10 to 5, quarter to 5 for the superior level Christmas do, which doesn't give me enough time to do it, get showered and changed and get ready for that. So I don't know how to start that one. It's a bit annoying that this one's stopped, but there we go. The sound is good. The sound is good. Me, on the other hand. What should we do now then? Easy peasy was just too easy peasy. Well, I mean, we could enter the Fondo, couldn't we? The Bambino Fondo, and just see how far we get. But I'm not expecting to be able to finish the Bambino, although it doesn't go through the jungle, that route. So what you could do is go onto Zwift Power, go to events, results. It'd be annoying not to finish it once I started it, but I can't push too hard. M&M's, looking forward to getting M&M's. That's what Ali's eating. Looking forward to getting back better food. Overindulgent, not feeling the best, to be honest. No, it's like that's what I feel like after Halloween when I eat all the kids' sweets. I just feel rough. But I've been quite good over Christmas because we haven't gone mad on food. I haven't been fasting, or I have been fasting sort of 13 to 16 hours. But well, no, a lot of the time I had Lemsip and stuff like that, so which breaks the fast technically, and the balloon. And you, Pam, and you have a nice afternoon. What are you up to? Anything nice? Right, so race like a pro, stage 3. I could do that. Is that a bit less time? That's 29k on 3 sisters. If that's a bit less time, then I could do that as a recce ride, couldn't I? Maybe. I'm going to have to do that Sunday, I guess. Friday, get back on the bike, clear out the lungs. Saturday, I might do a Grand Fondo tomorrow. Hey, George, how are you, mate? What did you get for Christmas? I might do a Grand Fondo on Sunday, the long one. But I might do it at the end of the fast. So I might do a 3 p.m. one on Sunday. Oh, no, yeah, race like a pro. I've got to do that before Monday, haven't I? Have to think about. Right, let's find something to jump in. So we've got what time is it now? 20 minutes until. We'll jump in the Fondo, but I won't be able to finish it, that's for sure. All right, do we jump in the Fondo, the Bambino Fondo at 3? Potentially not being able to finish it. Or do I jump in the race like a pro? Potentially not be able to finish it, but get a good recce of the route. Nice. George got a new PC for Zwift. Ding. Just in time for another cold spell, I think, hitting us pretty soon. So yeah, back on the fasting today, Pam. Back on the fasting, which is going to end 5, probably 6 o'clock. It's weird. It's been the least alcohol I've drunk over Christmas since I've been probably about 12 years old. I had had a shot of Bailey's in a hot chocolate, and that was about it really. Hey John, how are you, mate? Yeah, hopefully I'm over the illness now. Hopefully, if I don't sound like it, I definitely feel a lot better than I have been. So I'm hoping now I can just clear out the lungs on this ride. Get back to some Zwift racing next week. How did the out go? I've seen the thumbnail. I haven't seen the video yet. I saw the old best performance ever or something. So I assume it's a good one. Yeah, definitely feeling better. Definitely feeling better. I'm gonna put the fan on. Put the fan on. Yeah, so I might do the medio. Depends if we do. I'm not going to go mad tonight and get drunk, but if we do have a few bevies, I might not make it to the 9 o'clock Grand Fondo tomorrow. But I'll try and do something. I really want to do the tiny races at sort of 3 p.m. But I know there's just no point knowing that there's still phlegm on my chest, and opening up the lungs that much is just going to be a nightmare. So it was hard work, but the descent was fun. I don't, mate. I was gutted I couldn't do that one. I get this annoying little sound on the Wahoo fan. If you put it too low, it just makes this horrible humming sound, which hopefully doesn't come out from the mic too much. And then if you whack it up, it does disappear a bit. But right, so I better enter the Bambino Fondo at 3 p.m. There's 1,000 people doing it, so if it does get a good blob, then hopefully I can jump on a blob and get it finished. But 3 o'clock, 2 minutes past. It's 53 kilometers, 53k. Ends at the volcano. We'll do it, but we won't. We probably won't finish it. Just had a thought. I've just had a thought. If we do the Alp race, we just have to set up a fake account for you, just so it doesn't affect anything else. And Ted Laverack, me and Ed thinking about doing our Out to Zwift race once I've got a few more rides in the legs. We're going to equalise the playing field, so it's just literally down to tactics and who's feeling better on the day. But if we put his weight up, then it can affect. They're cutting down on weight doping and reverse weight doping on Zwift, so we don't want that to mess up anything for Ed. But we could have Ted Laverack. Could be Ted Laverack versus Com Hunter. It shouldn't matter to me, because if we don't touch mine, if we just leave mine where it is and put Ed's weight up to where I am, then that should be fine. probably need a pee before the Fondo starts. Yeah, so looking back, when I was racing every day in November, December, and then, you know, picked up Nat's bug, it was kind of like, because it was like I had a head cold whilst Nat was not very well at all. I had this head cold and I was still racing and riding. And I think you could tell it just went to, there's that back pedal race where I just wasn't very well on the Sunday. And it sort of just went to the chest. And I should have just stopped, yeah. And use with power then. Yeah. Ed's keen on that. It's 5:45 in the evening. Well, 5:45, I'll be at the superior level Christmas dinner. One of my clients, it's Christmas dinner, so Christmas party at a nice restaurant in Dunster called Reeves, if you're local. George might know it, but yeah, he did. Yeah, it's one of those things though. Like mentally, I sort of got a load of TSS in the legs, and I was thinking, as long as it stays off the chest, I can ride through it. And as long as it stays sinuses and head cold, as I don't know if you saw them in the video I uploaded, I did like 5.5 hours with a head cold once, and it felt great during, because I think it opens up all your breathing and stuff like that. So I know there's a few people that said you shouldn't be riding, but what I like about Zwift is you can just get off at any time, can't you? If I was doing the festive 500 outdoors in the wet and the cold, it might have been a bit different, but and the other thing is, I know it's silly, but like I pulled out a couple of the back pedal races. They haven't really suited me, but I pulled out of a couple because they just haven't got up early enough. So I didn't want to just pull out and just go, oh, I'm not very well. So I did feel that I had to sort of show up, which you shouldn't feel the pressure to do that. That's rubbish. I don't know if to jump in with a pace partner for a bit. It might be coming along in a minute. The good thing about having the break, they say, if you're ill, don't treat that as a rest week, because your body's still fighting hard against infection and everything else. But my legs feel absolutely on fire at the moment. So I can't wait to get back, get the cardio back up and the breathing all right. And then, yeah, it's just I didn't want to lose what I gained. But, you know, looking back now, you know, not ruined Christmas, because we still went out Boxing Day to see mum and dad, went for a walk and stuff, and had a nice meal. But, you know, cold at Lemsip, I was feeling all right on the Lemsip, and then like one morning I think, right, I won't have a Lemsip and cough medicine, and then that was just like, oh, I'm so rough. Like, you know, when your head aches, you know, when it's like your sinuses are blocked, so your teeth ache and everything like that. So it wasn't great. The good thing, I haven't put on much weight. So I weighed this morning, but I've just done, well, not this morning. I woke up quite late again because I haven't been sleeping much with the cough and stuff. So I woke up quite late. So I weighed myself after 2 litres of water this morning, and I put on like £2. So I might have even lost a little bit of weight as well. Not that that was the goal. I just dropped the fasting, or made the eating window bigger on the fasting to make sure I could feed the cold. But hopefully, I might sound a bit rough now, but I actually feel really good compared to the last few days. So I'm just hoping I can get the legs fired up over the weekend, not go too mad, and say I might do the long fondo on Sunday. I've got to do the race like a pro, stage 4, to complete that series. The Z racing in January is going to be really fun because it's all flat stages. Zero to hero. I rode Tempest Fugate the other day and was wondering why so many people ride it. It's so busy. It's so busy at this time of year. Obviously, your festive 500 and everything. So, and I like warming up because there are lots of people on it. I like warming up, even if you're doing your warm up in your certain zones. I do like warming up on it. Oh, I'll tell you what. I should enter this event quickly because I know it's going to be huge. Let's just join the event here. Bambino. So there's already 225 people in here. And then you can exit. Rooftop to... that fan's so annoying. I know you can hear it. TikTok. That's going to be a bit tough. TikTok, Sprinters Playground. Three Little Sisters. No, you don't want that one. Actually, don't know. That is the one I want to do for the... I don't know what I'm doing here. Right, triple flat loops, that'll do. See, it's going to join the wrong event now. You see down here, that's not the event I'm doing. Right, so events. Yes, March, Tour of Watopia, that is. So Z Racing is the monthly racing series. So we've just done the, I'm not pedaling. My avatar's not pedaling anyway. It's just done the Z Racing series, which is Race Like a Pro this month. Next month is flats, something flats, racing on the flats, all flat rides. Let Bernie catch up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to scrap that because I think I'm going to join this event. No, I don't want to do that one. And I want to go to, let's end ride. Let's get back into, so here we are. So let's just mark that as not going. There we go, that should. Fondo. We're not pedaling. What's going on? We've got cadence, but we're not pedaling. That's strange, isn't it? That's annoying. There we go. There we go. Hey, Scott, you joining the salmon rolls ride? Nice. What's the salmon rolls ride? Is that the Fondo? Don't think I am. Who knows? Who knows, Steph? Someone did say about tonight, flattest fast series. Yes, that is the title of the January racing series. It's packed at the moment. So Zwift have come out and said that they're going to start culling the race calendar a bit. So if your race doesn't get over 50 entries, they're going to start culling it, and they'll move it to clubs. So it'll be club events instead of like Zwift Power Public, I think. In the same breath they do that, they put on the Grand Fondo weekend, which is raced every 3 hours. And it is a race, isn't it? Race every 3 hours. They do the Z Racing League, the Z Racing Series, which is fastest flat, which is going to be very popular because it's going to be fast. It's going to be fast times, isn't it? Which will be raced every 2 hours. 2 hours, I think. Every 2 hours. They've also got the tour of Zwift in January, which will probably be raced every 45 minutes. And they're on about culling more races. I just think, and they're doing that to get the entrance up, to make sure the races are sort of fuller, more interesting, and things like that. But at the end of the day, if they had race like a pro series, which is the Z Racing series for this for this month, if they just did 3 times a day, it'd be a lot better. I know it's tricky with time zones, but every couple of hours, it's just crazy. It will be fast. In fact, I'm looking forward to those. Why is Zwift Race Series require being in a team as something like Zwift Racing League, but for solo players? Not really. I guess the closest thing you could do would be, I used to race in the DBR series and the SZR series, and I think they look at best team, but technically it's individuals of that. There's lots of series, even the Z Racing series. Even the Z Racing series is a GC thing. So you get one course once a week, but then it's overall GC. So you are competing for time, which is a bit annoying because I was ill for the last one, but what time? 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Let's get in there. I think I will go for a quick wee. Sorry for the interruption. Oh. Oh, salmon roll. Check the jersey. Got ya. Brand, hold on. We do have a Fondo background somewhere. It's not here. Race Like a Pro. That's the Race Like a Pro. Is it in Tiny Races? No, it's not in Tiny Races. Is it in Blue Race? No, it's not in Blue Race. Touratopia. Is it in there? Come on. So many of these. Brand one. No. "19 seconds. Can I upload it in 19 seconds? Oh my God, the race is so tense. Come on. Downloaded from Google Drive, uploaded to StreamYard, 7 seconds to go. And we have the Grand Fondo. Just had to do that to get in the fast group. Yes, maybe. We've got a Christmas do tonight for one of my clients. I don't know which one I would do. Well, it is a fast C class, but Hero, these are set on distances. So you could be racing against A's and B's there. I just want to find a nice little second group. I probably won't be able to finish this race. Race. But it'll just hopefully clear the lungs. Ready for the weekend. Yeah, so Steph, I was hoping to do a 9 o'clock Fondo, but I think it might be later. Depends what time we get in. Someone said to do the 6 p.m. race on Downtown Dolphin. They've got new packed pack dynamics 4.4, which would be interesting, but we're out and I haven't got the lungs. Oh. Ooh. It's a nice little group, picking up the stragglers as we go. Oh, sorry to hear that, Patrick. Yeah, fingers crossed. Oh. I'm hoping mine's over now. Clear the phlegm and get going again. Struggle on this bit. Sorry to hear that stuff. Doing it on finishing on Boxing Day is a good go, isn't it? Bloody hell. Is that on Zwift? Oh. Just gotta let them go. Get back in the blue for a bit. Ooh. Oh, come on, legs. Or lungs, shall I say. Come on. Need to find a good group now. I think finishing this ride's out of the question before the Christmas do. Just need to get in a nice little group, get some kilometres ticked off. Cheers, Daniel. Don't think we're going to finish this one. We've got a Christmas do to get to. So I've got to get showered, iron my shirt and everything like that. But let's stick in for as long as possible. Well, I can't even stick in that group, so not a good start. Come on. Come on. I feel like I'm on a time trial bike with all this drafting, or lack of. I'm rusty. I don't really feel I should have been booted out the back there. There we go. No, this one doesn't have the Fondo in it. Sorry, this one doesn't have the jungle. I think the last one did. They alternated in between 2 Fondo routes every other month, I think. This route doesn't have the Fondo in, but I think it did when I did it last month. So yeah, I think it did. The longer one did. So I think this is 2020 route and the 2022 routes. They alternate between the two. Lots of people in this one. I assume we're not going to the jungle just yet. Anyway, I might be wrong. I don't think this one goes to the jungle. This one finishes up the volcano. These 3 ones. Oh, okay. Thanks, Steph. These 3 routes, Bambino, Medio, and Gran Fondo, don't have the jungle in it. These 3 ones have got the jungle in it or have not? Was that a typo? Hey, Marky, how are you, mate? Yeah, hopefully we're over the worst of the flu. I'm not going to be able to finish this race. We've got the Christmas, superior level Christmas do tonight. Yeah, I'm feeling all right. I'm feeling really good compared to the last few days. I've had a few rough days, if I'm honest. I know I was racing too much when I was ill. We've all done it. We all tell people not to do it. Have you managed to bypass it, or have you been caught? Yes, I really hate this bit of the ride. I do seem to struggle. The good thing about being ill over Christmas, Marky's still clear of it. Good. Good to hear, mate. The good thing is this is the least alcohol I've drunk over Christmas for, I don't know, I said since I was 12. It might change tonight, who knows. There's alcohol in Berlin, I know. This is true. Not too many people have given us, not too many of us have done it live streaming with dozens of people giving you advice to stop. Thanks, Dr. Ali. I know. Well, I used to work in a hotel, in a pub, where I met Nat in Porlock. So, you know, I used to work Christmas Day, literally every day since I was 12, pot washing and then cooking and stuff like that in the hotel, looking after the hotel, in the bar. But we'd always have Bucks Fizz in the kitchen on the go. Porlock used to have, probably still does, late night shopping. So for late night shopping, you know these big tea urns, the ones that continuously boil and boil and boil. I don't know how, what are they, 4 litres? More than that. More than that, aren't they? 20 litre urn, is that about right? 20 litres. Yeah, 20, 30 litre urn. Big industrial one. So for late night shopping, we'd always do mulled wine in it and just keep it ticking over and give people glasses of free mulled wine. Obviously, that being the week before Christmas, all the staff were just having to get rid of it, drink it throughout the whole. It's probably why I don't like mulled wine so much, and Nat loves it. Because it got to a stage where you just go in the kitchen and it was just like, oh my God, the smell of mulled wine was just crazy. It almost give you a hangover thinking about it. So yeah, we'd always get stuck into that to get rid of it. One good thing about flu, I'm actually looking forward to being healthy, training and making some improvement. Also, got 2 bottles of vodka untouched. That's like us. Got 2 crates of cider, and that's been doing quite well. Haven't touched a gin. All we've had is a Bailey's and a hot chocolate and some Benylin. I'm hoping lungs feel really good. Legs feel good. Lungs, well, I say lungs feel good. I think I've got a lot of phlegm to clear, which hopefully this ride will do. And we'll get back to it. And it's given the legs a rest for a week. Obviously, if you shouldn't, you know, if you have a rest week because you're ill, it's not fully a rest week because your body's still fighting off everything and it's still under stress. One thing I did miss being ill was not fasting for 22 to 24 hours. I really missed that because I was feeding up. I must have ate 3 boxes of clementines, the sweet clems from Morrison's. Never drunk so much Lemsip either. Yeah, so I've kept it going, so my streak is still alive with the fasting. I just I opened up the eating window. Some days I did 13 hours, which is obviously, I was just in bed. But I think it's about 16. I'll have to go through it and do a little video on that. Yeah, her and Nat will get on well then. How much have you had? Nothing. No, just as half a glass of mulled wine and the bottle whilst I was cooking. Yeah, no, we haven't yet, Patrick, but we will. We will. We've just been trying to get through. We in the UK we've got Paramount Plus on Apple TV. So we signed up for 7 days of that just to watch Top Gear Maverick again, and then we had to like obviously make the most of that 7 free days. So we watched Super Pumped, the fight for Uber, or the battle for Uber, the ride sharing company, which I've watched a few of those before, sneakily online, and it's really good. If you like The Dropout and We Crashed, you have to watch it. All the actors are brilliant in it. Gordon Lovett Joseph, or whatever his name is the main guy. Travis Kalanick, who's co-founder of Uber. Yeah, I feel like I am turning a bit common orange. I'm really rough, mate. Michael, I'm really rough. I'm just going off the front of this pack. No, I'm not back to full fitness or full health, as you can probably hear. But today I am feeling $1 million. So I just want to get some of this phlegm off my chest. I'm still struggling to clear it. And then nighttime I lie down. So I'm hoping this is that going to be that ride to do that. And then hopefully I won't finish this ride. Superior level Christmas do tonight with Bill and Ollie. So I'll have to get in the shower. I haven't got long actually. Nice. Happy Christmas, Chloe. Yeah, so we've been watching. Well, we watched. Uber, Super Pumped, and then we've been watching The Recruit on Netflix, which is kind of like, I think I tried to say about it the other night. It's almost like, well, it's CIA. Secret spy stuff, but with a bit of comedy. So it's like Chuck. Do you remember the TV show called Chuck? It's a little bit like that, really. So we're into that. We've got to finish that. There is a Godfather documentary. I'm not really a big Godfather fan. I've watched it, but I'm not a huge fan. Well, yeah, it's a great film. But it's not one I don't know if Nat's ever seen it. Maybe we'll have to do Nat watching Godfather for the first time. But there's a documentary called The Offer on Paramount Plus. But I don't think we're going to have enough 7-day free trial to get that done. And Paramount made The Godfather, and now they're making a documentary about the making of The Godfather. At least with some of the other shows, they're based on books and research. And they don't care about... they would leave in some stuff, which is why, talking about Sacha Baron Cohen, he was due to play Freddie Mercury in, I can't remember what the Queen film is, with the guy from the computer thing on Amazon Prime. Yeah, so he was due to play Freddie Mercury, and he wanted the film to include a lot of the darker side of his life, with the drug addiction, etc., etc. But then obviously the Queen had overall say on the film, and didn't want that. They wanted to celebrate the band and stuff. So Sacha Baron Cohen playing Freddie Mercury in a real gritty drama about his life would be, I was disappointed when Rami Malek plays him. I would be disappointed that didn't come to fruition. No, we didn't watch it. We watched the first, I think we watched the first 10 minutes of it, and I didn't really know what was going on, to be honest. And I think Nat fell asleep. So, yeah, we will have to watch it, I think. All right, like that. I tell you what, I don't know what it is. Maybe I haven't been on the bike for a while, but my wrists feel a bit sore. Aching muscles. Not having my wrist strength isn't as strong as it used to be before man flu. I don't know what time me and Nat thought the meal was going to be, like at 7 p.m. tonight. And then Ollie goes, the taxi's picking you up quarter to let me get this right. But 5 o'clock, we're meeting in Dunster, so the taxi's picking you up 4:45. So I've got an hour from now to get picked up by the taxi. So you sound better than last week. Yeah, I do feel better. Obviously, there's still a little bit. There's still a little bit on the chest, but I feel good. Ted Lasso. Apple is good. Slow Horses on Apple TV. I have to watch season 2 of that. Speaking of Ted Lasso, me and Ed are going to do a race up the Alp at some point. We're going to even up our numbers, our watts per kilo, and go up the Alp. But we've got to set up a Ted Laverack account for him to do that, so it doesn't affect his Zwift Power. Zwift Power. There's an article on Zwift Insider about reverse weight doping and etc. So they're going to start catching the reverse weight dopers. So we don't want Ed to get disqualified for reverse weight doping. So there's a few YouTubers that like sandbagging, which won't be able to do that anymore. The Patient on Disney Plus as well. Watch The Patient. Yeah, I don't think we've watched that. Dope Sick was good, wasn't it? Dope Sick on Disney Plus. That's good. We're lucky in the UK because we get all the Hulu content on Disney Plus, and in America they don't have to have Hulu as separate app. The Patient, I have to remember. What is The Patient then? Oh yes, The Patient. Yeah, I've watched that. I think I'm probably 5 episodes in. Steve Carell and Donald Gleason. Short episodes, which are a bit annoying. But yeah, I can't watch it with Nat. I think it would have been too, well, just before Christmas when she was in Bristol actually getting this cold that she gets spread around. I watched it, I binge watched a few episodes, so I've got to watch that. Thanks, Ali. Yeah, I think it's just flu. I've had aching everything since the openings began. Yeah, that's what I was saying to Nat. Like, your teeth come achy, don't they? It's just like, which I assume is to do with maybe blood vessels, or maybe it comes from your sinuses. But I get that, and that's what I said to Nat. It's still a little bit today, but the Lemsip gets rid of that for me. Dope Sick was amazing, yeah. That is quite sensitive. Yeah. She watched, oh, I'll tell you what we watched last night. Random film, which we should have done a behind the com, watching for the first time. I've never seen Backdraft, so I know all the references and I know who's in it, and I probably watch YouTube videos or listen to podcasts with people talking about it, but I've never actually watched it. And there's a couple of scenes in there where Nat said she watched it, but she's got that amazing ability to forget everything she's ever seen and watch it for the first time. So she goes, I remember a couple of bits in it, thinking it would be like the big plot at the end and stuff like that. And then she goes, I said, so which bits was it you remembered then? Was it obviously this happened or this plot twist or this character? She goes, no, I just remember like fire, like coming and going. I was like, oh, like in a Backdraft. Yeah. I was like, oh, right. So it's just like, she could watch Lord of the Rings tomorrow and won't remember what happened. But like, she'll be like, yeah, I remember this. It's got a ring in it. I remember the fire. Oh. So she got to watch that for the first time. I got to watch it for the first time. The old Ron Howard directed film. Every Ron Howard film you got to spot his brother, haven't you? He was doing the autopsies in Backdraft. We've been to Universal Studios and gone to the Backdraft like experience, the show or whatever it is. That's probably what she's remembering. Yeah, I remember we were there. It was so hot. But there's a few scenes in that film, obviously, as you can imagine, with burnt bodies and stuff. They're a bit shocking. Caught her out a couple of times. See, the patient wouldn't be too bad for Nat. It's just more it's quite the thought of it being locked in the basement and stuff like that. So she wouldn't like that. And where he had to, yeah, that other guy, she wouldn't like that. We haven't been to see Avatar yet, which I really want to do. I don't want to be the one that coughs in the cinema though, so I want to make sure I'm very clear of the chesty cough before that happens. I've got to find a friend to go with some scary films next year. I went to Halloween by myself. I went to see Men by myself. Again, I should just turn behind the com into a film critic review channel, shouldn't I? Scream 6 out next year. When we were, 1996, I was 10 when the first Scream came out, and I was probably, Scream 2, I was 11 or 12, I think it came out next year. But we'd always have those on, hired on video, me and a group of friends from school, and we'd love the horror films. We'd go and rent loads of horror films out. Maybe we'll get the gang back together for that. Yeah, that's the trouble, Patrick. Commode and Mayer review. It's very funny for Avatar. He absolutely hated it. He did, didn't he? I've watched that actually, because a lot of the time they don't go into spoilers like some reviews. So yeah, I can imagine all his points are very valid. But sometimes, I imagine being a critic, you go in, he said he saw it in the best screen he could, didn't he? 3D, is it 4D, 3D, IMAX? I think the critics do sort of forget that, like, some people just want to go in on a Friday night after a busy week of Zwifting and just chill out, switch off the brain a bit, which is like backdraft in a way, isn't it? It's, if you've seen it. Surprised I haven't remade that yet. They don't do many remakes of Ron Howard films, do they, actually? He remade his own. he remade the Dan Brown film 3 times, didn't he? Was he 3-time director? Twice. I expect Avatar Way of Water will be one of those where we just want the next one. The next one is going to open it up and be amazing. I think he's left it so long, they probably had to do a lot of filler. They've almost had to reboot it so people know what it is. Yeah. Whew. And next year, will we get the Flash? Will we get the Flash film finally released? And will Michael Keaton still be in it as Batman? Who knows? Right, what's the time? 10 to 4. Oh, I'm annoyed this just didn't start like half an hour earlier. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. That's not really Keaton. Imagine that though, grizzled Michael Keaton coming back as Batman. Oh my God. Just imagine it. Opening it up for a Batman Beyond film, which will never happen now because James Gunn and I can't remember who the other guys have taken over the reins of DC Universe films and they DC movies. Lego Batman is so good. I'm Batman. That's probably my impression of Batman there, isn't it? Thanks, Scott. Keep going in the background whilst I write my dissertation. Why? Why John Batman? Nah. You're on in my background writing your dissertation. I wasn't going to stream today, which I probably said every day in December, but I thought if people saw me Zwifting without me streaming, they'd be like, "Oh, he's entered a race." And I kind of have, I guess. I was dressed as Batman for my last race, saying that I was running around on Boxing Day. Are you drunk, Michael? Dissertation. What is it, John? My problem with superhero movies is producers don't seem to put money into new original films and storylines. Everything has to be a sequel. Yeah. Well, you say that. I think. I know they're going to try and build a new DC universe with James Gunn, who's the director of Guardians of the Galaxy. He's even going to have to scrap. He directed the Suicide Squad, didn't he? And Peacemaker spin-off. They've now got to decide what they're going to do. Do they just do lots of Jokers? You imagine? I know it's not his cup of tea, but they're saying they're leaving the Batman, and the Joker sequel coming out. I don't know if the next year or the year after. I mean, the Joker was such a gamble, wasn't it? You just imagine that, being in the Warner Brothers studio going, right, I want to make a DC Comics film. All I've directed before is The Hangover. Have you seen Hangover 1, 2, or 3? I've directed that. I made a shitload of money on the Hangover films. Todd Phillips. I've got this idea about an R-rated film about the Joker. It's like, yeah, who's going to play Batman? Nope. No Batman. And they'll be like, you want to make a DC film about the Joker with no Batman, starring Joaquin Phoenix, who's notoriously hard to work with, an amazing actor, with the Hangover director. Yeah, it's just crazy, isn't it? Maybe 1 billion. And you just think, it's the same with Guardians of the Galaxy, actually, isn't it? When we had, Captain America, Thor was especially Kenneth Branagh directing it, Thor was a punt. That works, obviously Iron Man 4. That works, and they go, right, James Gunn comes in, right, Guardians of the Galaxy. I know it sounds silly, we got a talking tree, a talking raccoon, and a fat guy from a sitcom that's going to play Star-Lord. It's just, and like how good that turned out. I know it's technically within a universe and stuff, but it was on its own, really, wasn't it? I think what they made sure it was, with Thanos coming in, they did make sure that if this bombs, we can just cut it and it won't affect the whole MCU. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 next year. I'm looking forward to Thor. Well, it won't be next year. Thor 5. Hemsworth has said it could be his last Thor film. No, they're not. I wasn't happy with the comedic direction of the last one. So we could go back to a epic Thor film. But also, Hemsworth is supposed to be Hulk Hogan in a biopic of his life, and I thought he got really ripped for it, and then he came out the other day and said, oh, it's still in development. I just thought, oh, that would be amazing. So he's going to have to beef up for that, but then he has on Disney Plus, he's on this documentary Limitless, and he's found out he's got this gene that leads to early onset of dementia. So I think he's taking a bit of time off. Biophilic design and implementation in hospices is John's dissertation. Your pick for the next 007. I've got to admit, I'm not a big James Bond fan. I think Idris Elba would have been amazing a few years ago. I think he's going to be, he'll still be amazing. Lost its group. I'm going to have to wait for some people behind. I don't know, really. I mean, Henry Cavill has been fed to the wolves, isn't he? I mean, if Henry Cavill did it, he's really good in Man from U.N.C.L.E. I used to watch that show a lot as a kid. So Henry Cavill was in The Witcher at Netflix. 2 seasons done. And then The Rock managed to get him in the... spoiler alert for Black Adam coming up. The Rock managed to get him as a cameo in Black Adam at the end of Black Adam. So everyone was like, and then DC Cavill announced that he was going to be back for Man of Steel 2, which he's a great Superman, great Clark Kent. And then within the next week, James Gunn comes in, wipes the slate clean, says, no, we're having a new Superman, Batman. So then Cavill, which is interesting now, So then Henry Cavill is then dumped The Witcher. He's left The Witcher 3, which Liam Hemsworth, Thor's brother, is now going to be The Witcher in the Netflix show. So he's told The Witcher he's leaving because he's going to be Superman. He's not going to be Superman anymore. Now, the rumor is he's going to go to Amazon Prime. He's a big geek. He's a big geek, like proper nerd like me, Henry Cavill. I know, all nerds, we're all stacked. And so he's now been saying he's going to Amazon Prime to do a Warhammer series or film or series. I don't know which one. So what happens now is, who owns MGM? MGM, who make the James Bond films, is owned by Amazon Prime. So they were in trouble during lockdown with the release of the last James Bond film and stuff not being able to come out and delayed. And then Amazon bought them. So is that a huge white lie that he's gone to Amazon Prime to work on this Warhammer series or film, when really he's actually going to be filming the next James Bond? So what do we think about that? Now, this almost happened a couple of years back with a Ryan Reynolds film on, is it called Six or something like that? Six Guys or Six of Us or something? Six. Big Netflix film, $200 million budget. Ryan Reynolds, not Red Notice. Ryan Reynolds, I can't remember who else was in it. Big action film. So what they were saying is that film was being called Six or something. It was actually being a Thundercats film, a live action Thundercats film, and Ryan Reynolds was going to be the lead character. And it never happened. The film came out on Netflix. Everyone was really excited, thinking it's going to be a Thundercats film, and it was just this action film with Ryan Reynolds. There we go. Yeah, it was really disappointing last Thor film. Yes, John, it will make a difference to people who use hospices. I don't think they will now. I think if they were going to, I don't know. I don't know. You've said Cohen. All I can think of is then Lauren Cohen from The Walking Dead. Should be quite good, isn't it? I remember the good old days, films like Event Horizon, Starship Troopers. Make a good film, leave it alone. The next new interesting idea. Well, yeah, Event Horizon, you're right. But you've never seen Star Troopers 2 then? Have you never seen Star Troopers 2, Patrick? Starship Troopers was brilliant. Had one of my crushes in there. James Van or whatever name was his name. What's her name? Denise Richards. Denise Richards was a big crush of mine when I was at school. Starship Troopers, brilliant. Was it Paul Verhoeven, the director of RoboCop? Just a crazy film. Did you see the latest Knives Out mystery? Green Onion, as I think I called it the other day. Green Onion. Yes, we did. Nat fell asleep halfway through. I watched it. I wanted to like it more than I did. I just, I don't know. It's a bit. It was a bit over the top. I know the first one was as well. It was a little. I don't like Edward Norton too much. And I just felt that his character, although to be honest, if you put an Elon Musk character in there, you'd think just the same, this guy can't be real. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel that, I don't know why it took my mind off the film. Daniel Craig and Edward Norton have obviously been doing too many steroids in their life, because they're they've got a really red chest, really raw voice, really raw, and their eyes are just so bloodshot, and they don't look very healthy. And I kept thinking that any moment either of them could just keel over. Oh, Cohen, yeah. Yes, he did, didn't he? The same guy. Yeah, Sacha Baron Cohen. Oh, yes. What was that on? Was that on Netflix or was that Amazon Prime? Did a real dark, gritty. I don't know what to do with Bond. I don't know what to do. James Bond Jr. Does anyone remember that? I don't know. Let's have a think and discuss it on the next live stream. Do you know they're making a sequel to the Passion of the Christ? Now that is going to be a hard film to make, isn't it? Oh, right. Sorry, I've got to stop it there. Let's see the graph. Oh, Patrick says surprise ending. Surprise ending, although take it at face value. I will. Oh, I didn't want to do that, did I? Hen ride. Timeline. Yeah, the recruit's quite good on Netflix. It's just that kind of, once you've watched something else, you just fill in with an episode of that. Although it is that kind of Dan Brown annoyance, which lots of like TV shows do. I don't know. They just make you want to watch the next one. Enjoy the party. Thanks for the chat. Passes time on the ride nicely. Yeah, cheers, Martin. That was kind of like the idea for me, really, to pass a bit of time. Yeah, if you don't know, I've just stopped before the end of the Bambino thing. I've got to get in the shower, quick step, iron a shirt, and get out of the way so Nat can come in for the horses about 4:30, and then she can go straight in the shower and that. So we've got a party tonight. Hopefully, I won't get too drunk. It'll be my first alcoholic drink since a Bailey's in a hot chocolate. I don't know. All in November. So we'll break our fast with some food first and then have a drink. Cheers, Marky. Thanks for everyone. John, get back to your dissertation. Ali, have a great night. What are you going to be watching tonight? And what did you guys think of Glass Onion? I don't think Sacha Baron Cohen will play Bond. I don't think he would. Or maybe there's a spy film. He plays a spy film, dark, gritty film, and then right at the end of the film, they go, "What's your code name?" He just goes, 007. 4 pews for Glass Onion. 4 pews. Yeah, 3, 4 for me. 3, 4. Good story though, wouldn't it? With the, yes, watch Maverick. Let us know what you think of Maverick. That's a real switch off your brain. It's not just like Star Wars kind of film. So we'll see you in the next. So plan is maybe tomorrow, potentially 3:00. Is it Christmas Eve? Is it New Year's Eve tomorrow? Yeah, it is. Potentially 3:00. I might do the Medio Fondo Borat Bond. Nice. I like you. Did like what I did there? I like you. You. It is good. New Year's Eve tomorrow. It is New Year's Eve tomorrow. So maybe join me at 3 p.m. if not before, for a Grand Fondo, Medio Fondo. I don't know how I'm going to feel tomorrow. I do need to slip in on Sunday. I need to slip in the Ride Like a Pro race, stage 4, and maybe another Fondo. Who knows? But if you are watching this live, do make sure to just do one thing before I go.